Fashion hot takes. So obviously this is a video that, is pretty popular, but I feel like I haven't seen any hot takes that I really like very heavily resonate with. So I just wanted to make my own just because I feel like this information could be very useful to somebody. Somebody out here agrees with what I'm about to say. Now hold on. Before you comment, before you dislike the video, I need you to listen. Just hear me out. Okay, boom. I'm not saying that jewelry itself, like jewelry individually, is overrated. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that people rely too much on jewelry. Jewelry is it's like, how can I describe it? What can I compare it? Boom. Okay. You know how everyone clowns people who have too much enhancement on their hairlines when they get a haircut, right? The enhancement is an enhancer. Obviously, it makes the haircut look better. It really does carry the haircut pretty much. Jewelry is the same way because once that enhancer comes off, you see the true haircut, you see the true hairline, you see the job that the barber did, if he did a good job or not. Once the jewelry come off, you see the fit for what it is. Is the fit good without the jewelry, or is it just being carried by the jewelry? I don't know. Now, obviously, there's ways to pull it off correctly. Like I said, I'm not knocking jewelry itself. I'm not saying jewelry is a bad thing or wearing any jewelry in your outfit is bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. Because jewelry is good. You feel me? Like it's an enhancer, it's an enhancement. I don't need you wearing 10 necklaces, 3 different chokers, 3 rings on each hand, 7 wallet chains, and 10 bracelets on each wrist. I don't need that. That's way too much. It's excessive. And I've seen that way too many times. I think rappers really like popularized that, wearing all a jewelry at once. To me, it's really tacky. Like it looks really tacky. And it's the same way with fashion. When you have on, and this is no knock to the fit I'm about to describe. This is just an example that I'm trying to use it to paint a picture. If you have on a pair of Levi's, a cropped black tee, and a pair of loafers, right? Calm, basic fit, cool. But then you have on 17 different pieces of jewelry. That's excessive. And you're trying to use the jewelry to make the outfit. That's not, I feel like if the fit is going to be calm, then let the fit be calm. Obviously, you do whatever you want. You a grown ass man or a grown ass woman. Whatever you want to do is what you do. But this is just, it's just my opinion. I feel like if the fit is gonna be basic, cool. Like you don't gotta throw that shit on all the time. You could put on a calm fit, and still look stylish. But to try to have the fit be carried by 37 different pieces of jewelry, just a little excessive. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it at that before I get fried. Okay, now I want you to answer this question. Just look me in my eyes and answer this question honestly. Have you ever seen a bad fit with baggy sweatpants? Please, just please, any shoe, sneakers, of course, boots, cool, heels, great, loafers, amazing, anything, like literally any pair of shoe works with baggy sweats. Now, I want to emphasize baggy because we're not wearing sweats that's hugging balls. We not doing that and throwing that on with a pair of loafers and thinking it's gonna work. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's why I'm emphasizing baggy. But baggy sweats just make every outfit complete. Like you can wear baggy sweats with, I've seen it worn with loafers and a blazer and a button up and a tie. Amazing. It's complete juxtaposition, but it's amazing. It works. I've seen it worn with heels, kitten heels, and a bodysuit or whatever. That's really like I feel like adding baggy sweats to your outfit is just it's an easy way to show people that you're stylish without putting in much effort. If you're in a crunch for time and you just want to throw on something as quick as possible, but really be fly for real, just wear baggy sweats with anything and you good. See, now, okay, this one is, it's a hot take, but this is definitely very personal, like a personal preference, because I just feel that as of late, I would say within the past, I would say this whole year, like this entire year, if I go on Pinterest or like if I'm on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, if I see an outfit that I like, a majority of them are women that are wearing the outfit. Now, I don't know if it's because, women kind of have an advantage when it comes to fashion. Now, I mean, that could low key be a hot take in itself. I'm not going to say they have an advantage, but I feel that because they can get away with being feminine and masculine more than men can get away with being feminine, I would say, in fashion without being called, I feel like that's something that they have to their advantage. So maybe that's why, I don't know. Or it's just because I think that masculine clothes look really good on women. Again, might just be bias, I don't know. But yeah, this one was a quick one. As of late, I just really feel like I've been taking more inspiration from fly women instead of fly men. Now, this one might stir some, might stir up some drama. I don't know. But okay, sense of style. Now, obviously, style is subjective. Style isn't something that is objectively good because even fashion icons, like there are certain people who don't think that they can dress. So, or there's certain people who feel like they there are people that dress better than those people. So obviously it's subjective, but I think objectively, this might contradict what I just said, but I don't think so. I feel objectively, we can all agree that some people are just better dressed than other people. And I feel like that in itself can't be taught. Like, I feel that fashion sense, a sense of style, is something that you just pick up on naturally. And if you got it in you, pause, then it's in you. Like, that's something that can't be taught. I can't, if I'm into fashion and my friend isn't, if I describe to him how to be fly or my thought process behind creating an outfit, that's not gonna then translate to him being able to create or curate an outfit that looks as good if he's not into fashion or if that sense of style isn't instilled in him from a young age. Now, I can understand if you would say that, oh, well, sense of style in itself is subjective because what might be fly to me might not be fly to the next person, and what's fly to them might not be fly to me. So, yes, but again, to go back to what I just said, I really do feel like I think we can all agree that some people are just better dressed than other people. So, like I don't necessarily think, or at least a vast majority of people would say that somebody like Lil Yachty dresses better than someone who wears, emoji sweatsuits and I don't know, custom hoodies from Amazon on a regular basis. Now granted, some people might feel like the Amazon hoodie warrior dresses better than Yachty. That's cool, but I really do feel like if we did a poll, I think a vast majority of people would vote for Lil Yachty, who's better dressed. You know what I mean? So obviously nothing is 100% objective, but I think for the most part we can agree that, some people are better dressed than others, and if we can agree on that, then I would say that sense of style can be taught because if I can't dress or if I'm not into fashion as much as a fashion icon, then I think that type of thing can't be taught. That person can't then teach me how to be a fashion icon. Like they can style me, they can dress me, or give me outfits to take inspiration from, but they can't teach me how to think like them. Like that's like saying, "Oh, just because you're black, you should know how to dress." Or just because you grew up, actually no, let me not even say that. Just because you grew up in a a place that is very fashion inspired. Like if I grew up in New York, or if you grew up in Japan, or if you grew up in Paris, or somewhere where fashion is very heavily influenced, you should know how to dress, but that's not the case. So yeah, I feel like I rambled a lot on that one. I just really feel like that's a real touchy subject. Like literally in the notes that I have, I put asterisks next to it because I didn't really know if I wanted to use it or not. I didn't really know what talking points I was going to use for it. I just kind of flowed. So yeah, but I said it, so I'm standing on it. So I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling to find the last one. So I phoned a friend for it. But when they said this, I was like, that's a great one. Because I never thought about it, but it's a fact. A majority, again, nothing is 100%, but a lot, and by a lot, I mean most people who are considered fashion icons are conventionally attractive in whatever way, whether that be they have an attractive face or they have attractive physical features, like they have a nice body or whatever. It's really heavily based on looks. And I feel that people who aren't as attractive conventionally don't really get the recognition that they deserve, even if they inherently dress better than someone who is conventionally attractive. Now, for this one, I'm not going to give examples of people, but I think we all know someone who dresses nicely, but because they are attractive, they get pushed to the forefront in terms of fashion greatness more often than someone who isn't as attractive as that person. Now, this definitely is the case for men, but I don't think it's as prominent as it is for women. That stigma more so falls on women. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna say that. I don't think so. I think it is both. I think it's equally men and women get that same treatment. But yeah, I don't want to. I'm not gonna harp on that one for too long. That's just a little bonus one that was thrown in there. So yeah, that was it. I hope I don't get fried too bad for those, but it is what it is. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Like, subscribe, all that good shit. See you later.